Hello, this is IP Stories by 4IP Council, a podcast about innovation and intellectual property. Join us and you'll hear about the journeys through invention, creation, and IP understanding of our guests.
The interview today is part of our special for the World Intellectual Property Day, IP and the SDGs, building our common future with innovation and creativity.
I'm Fernanda.
And I'm Marta, and today we are happy to welcome to our podcast Avraham Davidson.
Hi, thank you. Thank you for the opportunity you gave me. It's very excited for me to share my experience with all of your listeners.
Avraham, thank you so much for coming to our podcast. Before we get into the details of your current position as founder and CTO of AQUASMART, we would like to know more about you and your background. What led you to where you are today?
I will start telling you some words about myself. I have a degree in engineering and computer science. I have more than 30 years hands-on experience. I also manage my family property company. I would like to start with a small story. A bank teller who had the water dripping on his head, on and off, for a long time. The bank is located in commercial building of 8th floor, and you couldn't find the source of the problem. Each Sunday, I got a phone call that there is flooding in the building. The teller workstation couldn't be used, and sometimes the water even reached the bank server, causing the branch to stop working. The happy ending of the story is that we discovered a small hole in the pipe created by someone who had installed a drywall. But it took months to discover. Our system would have discovered it straight away. Can I give you another story? This happened only last weekend. A small explosion in a water pipe in an apartment. While the family were sleeping at night, the apartment flooded. This causes a big damage to the apartment below. Our system would have detected the problem at the first drops. I've designed so many systems for other startups. I've designed communication, electronics, mechanics system. I have a lot of experience. That led me to look for a solution to solve these problems automatically. When I was a student and I studied computer science, I understood that the next generation would combine hardware and software. This is a big opportunity for us.
So now that we know a little bit more about these issues that you found, I have a question regarding the water because if there is a flood or leaks, you can just call a plumber. So why do we need automatic leak detection systems? Why is your system so necessary?
Well, it's a good question. The problem we are dealing with is a worldwide problem. In the survey published about a week ago by the largest water metering system in Israel, we see that one of every 7 houses in the urban sector in Israel, that is about 18%, had a water leak. Most of them, unfortunately, are from toilet. While in the non-urban sectors, leaks were recorded about 40% of houses. From our survey and study, in most European countries, the situation seems to be worse. Worldwide, around 20% of water is lost to leakage, and about 50% of all leakage are hidden. Each problem, not detected on time, will sooner or later become a serious problem, causing a lot of aggravation when someone else will discover it for you.
Okay, thank you so much for explaining that. I think it's very important for people to understand what the issue is and how we should all be on board of finding solutions to this problem. So now let's talk about AquaSmart and your leak detection and control systems. Could you explain to our listeners in simple terms how your patented technology works?
Of course, our patented technology is very simple. I saw what plumbers were doing. I have watched experienced plumber for years. I've seen how they identify small and large water leaks, and I thought I can make it automatically. My patent combines many disciplines together: electronics, software, physics, chemistry. We know how to detect leaks from the first drips. We monitor water flow 24/7 and study the characteristics of water use. When we detect abnormal use, it means there is a problem with the property. In serious cases, the system will disconnect the source of the problem. Another IP we are working on, from studying the niche in the market for years, we understood customers are afraid to touch their pipes. They're afraid to cut the pipe and install additional parts. So we designed another sensor which would detect leaks without touching the pipe. We see this in a big demand from the market.
Okay, that's so interesting to know how you got to where you are and how AquaSmart got to where it is today. So, you are an electronics engineer and MBA qualified at Management of Information and Technology Systems. When and what sparked your interest in the water challenges?
Well, it's 4 years. When I was small, I was always taking things apart and putting them together. I was also always interested in electricity and water. I was always interested how plumbers work, how water systems work. I saw the technology of water transfer is very old, and I understood it's something to bring to the market.
Thank you, Abraham. So, as this is a special about IP and the SDGs, or the Sustainability Development Goals, and sustainability is a term that has been sometimes misused, we like to ask our guests on this special, what is for you sustainability?
Water in the world is disappearing because of a climate change. In Europe, places that have a lot of water are becoming dry. Unfortunately, that is the situation. I see a lot of wasted water. In shopping centers, toilets are dripping. Gardening system. There are leaks for days. No one knows about them. In agriculture, farmers realize they have problems with irrigation system after days. It took them a lot of days. They are not in the place. They don't see the problem. And we need something externally to detect it for them. Our system helps the world to be more sustainable.
Yes, the statistics that you mentioned before really frightened me. I didn't know that we were wasting that much water. Um, but now, from having the goal of being more efficient and sustainable in terms of water usage to patenting your technology, what was the process like? Maybe design, business, and legal challenges you encountered?
First, I wanted to see when I thought of the idea. I would like to see if others were doing the same thing. If my patent is something good, I've used the internet and other ways. I reach the market very well. Then I need to know how to transfer the idea to a patent. It's very good to have an idea, but in order to patent it, you need someone to help you. I used a lawyer with a lot of experience, and they that made the process very smoothly. Our main challenge was to be very focused. I was considered that I could patent it my idea, and I didn't let anyone to stop me. Everyone is telling me it's not patented, there is a problem, the tester will not get it, but I believed in what we are doing, and I didn't let anyone to stop me. Our patent finally got accepted without any problems. It was very excited for us.
Congratulations on that, and I highly appreciate your enthusiasm and your insistence in patenting your technology. I would like to see more entrepreneurs with this mindset and energy. Sometimes when we hear a no, we just stop, and it's very nice to hear that you didn't stop there.
Thank you.
But how much did you know about IP before you founded Aquasmart?
Unfortunately, I have nothing. I didn't know anything about patented. I followed my dream. I've part of Israel Innovation Authority that gave me an opportunity to be a part of an accelerator program where I meet people with experience who gave me motivation. And from people who have done it before, I've learned. And I followed older people, and that's helped me to get and to be in the place where we are standing today.
Amazing. And could you give us an idea of how important is IP for your company?
The patented is very important, I think, for marketing side. It makes the company unique. The investor look at us differently. It give us and give them confidence that we have a technology advantage over the others.
Yes, I completely agree. And I think it's great that we have this type of programs, these accelerators and incubators that can help entrepreneurs be surrounded by the right people because it's impossible to know everything. So, because I think that your journey is very inspiring, I would like to ask you what message or learning experience you would like to share with other entrepreneurs that perhaps they could learn from.
You must believe in what we are doing. Don't let others tell you it's not possible. If you think it's a good idea and you can show it it's working and you can build it, go with it. And don't afraid for the money. Money will come. If you have a system that is working, a patented technology, the money will come. There are many companies for looking for technological companies. And another thing that I think I've talked about it before, but would like to repeat it. It's so important for me. Always take advice from people with experience, people you trust. Don't think you know everything. When you are studying, you're learning, you don't make the same mistake as others are doing. And that's something I believe in it. That gave me and bring me to the place we are standing right now.
I love that. I think it's great. Those two messages, believe in yourself, in your idea, and also get advice from people that can know more than you in certain topics. I think that's a great advice. So we are reaching the end, and I have one final question for you. So could you tell us what's in the horizon for you and your company?
Wow, to wide the IP. I have so many ideas. I would like to add additional features according to what the market wants and needs. We see the demands from the market. And when you are in hardware designer who design a system, you think you know everything, but you have to hear the market. And what we are doing, sometimes it's not exactly what the market is needed. We would like, for example, to give better solutions to agriculture. There is a lot of wasted water in the agriculture field. We can solve it. Only small change of our system and maybe calibrate our IP. Another example, I would like to understand with our system if something happened to older people who lives alone in their house. Our system saw the amount of water was transferring. I know if someone, man who's standing, live alone, has wake in the morning, has used the toilets. If not, maybe, unfortunately, something has happened. It's very easy for us. And I would like also to improve the efficiency of this desalination systems. Also, it's the same system, but a small change. These are only some examples.
I love it. So you are going to get into more sectors, and I love the idea about using it to identify potential problems in a house if the water is not being used. So I think it's a great way to go. And I don't know, Fernanda, if you have any additional questions.
No, I would just like to say that it helps us, it helps people in general, reducing costs of this wasted water, and it really helps the environment and the planet. So thank you for your idea and your products and for putting the effort in it.
Thank you so much, Abraham. We love what you are doing in your company, and we are sure that you're going to have a bright future with it. So thanks a lot for sharing this time with us.
Thank you again.
Thank you.
Bye bye.
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 Thank you for listening to IP Stories by 4IP Council. Visit our website on 4ipcouncil.eu to find out more and check out the links mentioned during this episode. If you liked it, remember to share and subscribe. Thank you for listening to IP Stories by 4IP Council. Visit our website on 4ipcouncil.eu to find out more and check out the links mentioned during this episode. If you liked it, remember to share and subscribe.